Now we all know what little Amy from Warwickshire is thinking. She's thinking, hey, why they skipped Christopher Columbus? That's not fair. He discovered the New World. They've hardly mentioned him.
Well, his name really wasn't Christopher Columbus. It was Cristobal Colon, and he bumped into the New World by mistake. And he wasn't the first one here because the Vikings, the Japanese, and the Irish were probably here before him. And there was a native population of over 90 million people here before he arrived.
Yeah, but Reed, in fairness to Columbus, though, he was the first man to slaughter and enslave the native population in the name of Christianity.
Well, yeah.
And he became very wealthy in the process. So in that sense, he was the first true American. But that's lovely. Lovely. Some genocide fans here tonight.
Excuse me, hey, you need to apologize.
For what?
Well, you just said it's entirely Eurocentric.
No, it isn't.
What do you mean, no, it's not? Listen, the story of the first people begins long before the European invasion of the native settlements in North America.
No, you're right. It just doesn't fit on our timeline.
So we're going to rewrite history?
No, we're not rewriting.
It just doesn't fit on the timeline?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at this.
What is that?
It's a supplementary timeline, which I prepared earlier.
Oh, good thinking. Yeah, all right.
It covers all historic events prior to 1492.
Oh, I see. So we'll create sort of a big picture sort of a thing.
Yeah.
All right, I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going back in time now. Back to when the first people came to North America. All right, where are you now, Reed?
Austin, I'm at the crucifixion of Christ, and I can tell you I do not see Mel Gibson anywhere.
Okay, well, don't stop there. Keep going.
Okay, ancient Romans, ancient Greeks.
Toga.
Yeah, we're having an ancient kegger. Ancient Egyptians, invention of the written word, birth of Bob Dole. Austin, it's getting kind of cold back here.
Well, it's because you're near the Ice Age, man. You better get back down here. You're not really dressed for it.
All right.
That's far enough anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about 12,000 years back now, and scientists speculate that the first people came to North America across the Bering Straits between 12 and 50,000 years ago.
Austin, my people are not so interested in what scientists have to say. We have our own story on how the world began.
That's true. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed fortunate because Matt is part Crow Indian. His great-grandmother was a full-blooded Crow.
And had a wingspan of 8 feet.
That is so typical of the white man.
Full-blooded Crow Indian.
Thank
and she
you,
lived in the
Austin.
Pueblo Indian village of San Juan in the Rio Grande Valley. Now, as his great-grandmother told him, Matt will now tell us the story of the first people.
Will you cut that out? Do it soft. This is sacred, please, sacred. Yonder in the north, there is singing on the lake. Cloud maidens dance on the shore. There we take our being. At the beginning of all beginnings, all was water. To the north was water. To the south was water. To the west was water. To the east, you guessed it, more water. And so the water was everywhere. And everything was totally wet. How the water came to be.
Okay, Matt, water, everybody gets the water. Move on.
Hey, back off, man. It's archetypal, all right? It's symbolic. Just drum, 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 rattle, rattle, rattle. Don't throw me off. Stop. No, this is sacred. Now, living above the water, there was a coyote, a duck, and another duck. And they walk into a bar.
Really sacred.
Whatever. Anyway, the coyote says to the duck, dive down under the water and see what you can find. So the ducks dive down and they come up with mud and roots. And coyote spread the mud all around. He made the hills, mountains, valleys, hollows. And he planted the roots and grew up grasses, plants, and trees. Then coyote took a handful of mud and blew into it. He made male animals and female animals. He made female ducks, which made the two ducks happy, I can tell you. And there's a great quacking and gnashing of feathers. Finally, coyote made the first man and the first woman out of mud. And there's a great copulation, and it was good.
Now, at this point, doesn't the tribal elder usually perform a dance, throwing bull?
Right you are. Wears glasses to look smarter. No, he's right, though, because at this point, the elder performs the dance of ew-ew-ew-ah!
What's that?
Well, it's a very sacred dance, a very holy dance. It's the dance of the antelope's intestine. Oh, as the elder of the group, would you mind performing the honors? Sits down to pee. The elder has his intestine in hand, and the dance is ready to begin. The elder will first perform a dance of blessing. He has blessing on the corn, that it may be bountiful. He has blessing on the rain, that it may be plentiful. He has blessings on the hunters that they may be brave and virile.
Eat your heart out.
The elder will now perform the 9 ceremonial twists of the antelope's intestine. The first 3 twists represent star, moon, and sky, the constant companions of the antelope. The second 3 twists represent father, mother, child, the family of the antelope. The final 3 twists represent earth, wind, and fire, the favorite band of the antelope. And finally, the elder brings forth the image of the antelope. Let's hear it for the tribal elder.
Great.